Hello children, good morning. In this video we will be discussing about 12th lesson, the Rani of Jhansi. It's a historical lesson. All of you might have heard the name of Lakshmi Bai, Rani Lakshmi Bai. She got the title as Rani of Jhansi. Let's see how about her childhood, about her parents, how brave she was, how did she become so brave, this, that, everything will be known in the lesson. Eminent leaders, heroes, and warriors leave behind their stories for us to take inspiration from and follow their steps. This is kept for you to take the inspiration, and you have to follow her steps in your life. For that, they have kept the lesson. So, first, we will put an light on glossary, children, as usual. We will think about glossary. So, in glossary, first word is battlefield. So you all know battlefield, place where a battle takes place. रणभूमि जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं रणभूमि, उसको battlefield बोलते हैं. तो place where battle takes place. Grief, sadness, sorrow. Grief म्हणजे दुःख. Defeated, overcame, won a victory over. Defeated means to overcome the grief. Battle, fight between two enemies. Victory, success in a war. Spear, a long thin weapon with a sharp pointed end. So friends, you have to use these words in sentences of your own. As usual, you have to put the lesson, put today's date. Video is sent on 8/12. So put 8/12 as a date and put the name of the lesson, the Rani of Jhansi. Write glossary. Children, daily you have to do your homework, because otherwise it will be a burden for you to do so many lessons at a time and you will not be able to do it. So you have to do the date on which the video is sent, and as soon as you see the video, you have to start with the homework. It's not much homework, only 5 to 6 words of glossary, and you have to use it in your own sentences. So let's begin the lesson, the Rani of Jhansi. It was 1857 and the first war of independence had started. In 1857, first war of independence had started. Only after that, children, Britishers felt that at any time they have to leave India. म्हणजे उनको कंफर्म हो गया था कि हमको भारत छोड़ना ही पड़ेगा इस युद्ध के बाद, because they saw a lot of unity in this war, and we got success, but due to some economic, social and political causes, we were not able to get the independence, and we got that after almost 100 years. 1947 war of independence was led in 1857. Okay, all over India, Indian soldiers had risen against British officers and the British government. पूरे भारतवर्ष में जो कि भारत के सोल्जर्स थे, वो ब्रिटिशर्स के खिलाफ, ब्रिटिशर्स के ऑफिसर्स के खिलाफ, ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ खड़े हो गए थे. One of the leaders of these brave soldiers was a woman. Among many leaders, one of the leader was brave woman, that is Lakshmi Bai, the Rani of Jhansi. 22-year-old Lakshmi Bai led her soldiers on the battlefield. She was only sweet 22, very, very young woman. She led her soldiers on the battlefield. As her soldiers followed her, they shouted, Jhansi Rani ki jai. Who was this brave woman? So, as they went into the battlefield, they shouted, झांसी रानी की जय. मीन्स हमारे हिंदी में बोलते हैं नारे लगाना. वो नारे लगा रहे थे कि झांसी रानी की जय. हाउ शी बिलोंग टू द झांसी, लाइक दैट वी विल बी नोइंग इन द फर्दर in this lesson. Okay, Lakshmi Bai was born on 19 November 1835 at Kashi into an ordinary family. She was born in Kashi. Please underline this. Lakshmi Bai was born on 19 November 1835 at Kashi into an ordinary family. She did not belong to a rich family. Her mother died when she was only 4 years old, motherless girl. See how pity we feel about her, na? But how brave she became when she grew up. Without mother, there is no life actually. Mothers take care of us very well, and because of our mothers only we grew up. But this example she led that even though her mother died when she was only 4 years old, and her father brought her up like a boy. Father brought her up like a boy, teaching her to ride horse, to use swords, and to shoot. Please underline this: teaching her to ride horses, to use swords, and to shoot. Even as a child, she was full of energy and was brave and fearless. Even as a child, she was full of energy and she was brave and fearless. She was also one of the most beautiful girls in the part of the country. Means not only she was brave, not only she was fearless, not only she was energetic, but on the above all, she was also most beautiful girl in that part of the country. When she was 14, she was married to Gangadhar Rao, the Raja of Jhansi. Oh, that's why she came to be known as Rani of Jhansi. Okay, understood. Please underline this. When she was 14, she was married to Gangadhar Rao, the Raja of Jhansi. See, energy, brave, fearless, all these are adjectives. Beautiful, all these are adjectives for Rani of Jhansi. A son was born to Lakshmi Bai but died when he was just 3 months old. Fortunately, son was born, but he died when he was only 3 months. Just 3 months old son died. Unable to overcome the grief, the king fell seriously ill. Means he felt so bad that the illness stick to him and he was seriously ill. Before he died, he adopted the son of one of his cousins. Means before he died, he adopted son. Adopted का मतलब होता है गोद लेना. He then wrote to the British Viceroy that his adopted son be made king after his death, but the British did not agree. Soon the Raja died. Means as it is, he was ill, very ill, by the grief that his 3 months old son died. So, unable to bear the grief, he adopted the son, no doubt, but after writing to the British Viceroy that son be made the king after his death, he died. But British, they were so cunning that they did not agree for this, and they brought a rule that no adopted child will rule the kingdom. Okay. After the Raja's death, the British attacked Jhansi. This was an opportunity for them to compile झांसी, म्हणजे झांसी को भी ऐड कर लेना, ये एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली थी. तो राजा के डेथ के बाद ब्रिटिश ने झांसी पर अटैक कर दिया. बट द सोल्जर ऑफ झांसी डिफेंडेड देयर किंगडम and made Lakshmi Bai their queen. But soldiers who were very brave like the queen, they defended Jhansi and made Lakshmi Bai their queen. There were trained women soldiers also in the Rani's army. See, she was also a woman and she kept many women soldiers also trained in her army. A cousin of Lakshmi Bai who called himself the Raja of Jhansi, so many people felt jealous for her. So one of the cousin, he did not come up when Raja was alive. When he died, he came up and he told that Jhansi belonged to him. So he attacked the soldiers. He led an army against her, but Rani defeated him in the battle. Soon after, Rana of Orcha led a bigger army. Soon after that, one of the Rana of Orcha led a bigger army against her, but again Lakshmi Bai herself led her soldiers to victory. The Rani ruled her kingdom wisely. The people loved their brave and just ruler. Means people were not disappointed, neither they were feeling sad. They were happy with their queen. Even though she was a woman, she was ruling very well, and she was above all, she was a just ruler. जस्ट का मतलब होता है न्याय से रूल करना. अंडरस्टैंड चिल्ड्रन? बट शी डिड नॉट रूल फॉर लॉन्ग. But unfortunately, she was not able to rule for a long. The 1857 war broke out. The British government sent an army under Sir Hugh Rose to Jhansi. Lakshmi Bai, dressed as a soldier, led her army against the British. She fought bravely and drove them back. Actually, her dress, have you seen her how she dressed? She was having a child behind in the basket. She used to put her child and fight against the British. Her fearlessness on the battle gave courage to her soldiers. Carrying the child, she was means अगुवाई करती थी वो, आगे आगे रहती थी. She was standing at the front and fighting with the British. So her fearlessness on the battlefield gave courage to her soldiers. A few other rulers joined her in her fight against the British. The army led by Rani fought the British army at Jhansi, Kalpi and Gwalior. झांसी, कल्पी और ग्वालियर में ब्रिटिश आर्मी के खिलाफ रानी की जो आर्मी थी वो लड़ रही थी. उसके साथ और भी कुछ राजा ज्वाइन हो गए थे. रानी लक्ष्मीबाई fought her last battle at Gwalior with her heroic bravery. Please underline that. Rani Lakshmibai fought her last battle at Gwalior with heroic bravery. During the great fight, a spear pierced her body. Spear का मतलब आपको ग्लॉसरी में आया है दोस्तों. Spear means a long thin weapon with sharp pointed edge. तो वो spear जो है वो pierced her body, अंदर उसके अंदर चुभ गया. But that did not stop her. वो तीर कमान के जैसे चुभ गया, लेकिन वो उसका कुछ भी नहीं बिगाड़ सका. उसने खींच के उसको निकाल दिया और फॉट ऑन. देन अ बुलेट हिट हर लेफ्ट आई. एक गोली उसके लेफ्ट आई को चीरती हुई चली गई. स्टिल शी फॉट ऑन, लेकिन फिर भी वो लड़ी रही थी. झांसी मर्दानी बोलते थे उसको. देन अ स्वॉर्ड कट हर राइट शोल्डर. शी किल्ड द स्वॉर्ड्समैन. जिस तलवार ने उसका राइट शोल्डर कट किया, उस तलवार स्वॉर्ड्समैन को ही उसने मार डाला. बट बाय देन शी वॉज टू वीक टू फाइट. लेकिन फिर खून भी बहुत बह चुका था और वो बहुत म्हणजे दुर्बल हो गई थी. लड़ने की शक्ति इतनी ज़्यादा बची नहीं थी. हर फेथफुल हॉर्स फ्लड फ्रॉम द बैटल एंड कैरीड हर फार अवे. उसका एक वफादार घोड़ा आया और उसको बिठा के बैटलफील्ड के दूर लेके चला गया. She was badly wounded and died in a short while. Before dying, she asked her followers to burn her body immediately so that the British army should not even get her body. When they knew that Rani of Jhansi was dead, the head of the British army said, "The best man on the side of enemy was the Rani of Jhansi." Means when she was badly wounded and when she died, before dying, she asked her followers to burn her body so that the body may not be found by British, because she thought that they might do something bad to her body also. When Britishers knew that Rani of Jhansi was dead, the head of the army said, "The best man on the side of enemy was Rani of Jhansi." Means he was considered as a man. Even though she was a woman, she was considered as a man. So this is the story of Rani of Jhansi. You should learn something from this, friends, that you should be brave, never never afraid of studies. Now studies is just like British for you. So you should fight with the studies all the time. I will learn, I will get it, I will do it. So with this motivation, you should start your day, friends. Then it will be okay. For all subjects you have to study. Now we will move to what did I learn. Give 3 reasons why Lakshmi Bai is considered to be a brave woman. Give 3 reasons. One of the reason was Her father brought her up like a boy, teaching her ride horses, to use swords and to shoot. One reason is that. Second is, even as a child, she was full of energy, brave, and fearless. And third reason is, whenever anybody attacked Jhansi, she used to stand in front and lead the battle, and she defeated all the enemies. So, Lakshmi Bai is considered to be a brave woman. And one more reason is, till the end, never minded the spear pierced her body, uh, then a sword cut her right shoulder, bullet hit her left eye, but she was fighting like a brave woman. So, all these points we can say that she was a brave woman. Describe Lakshmi Bai's childhood. So, Lakshmi Bai was born on 19 November 1835. From there, you have to write, friends. It is in the page number 109. Lakshmi Bai was born on 19 November 1835 at Kasi into an ordinary family. Her mother died when she was only 4 years old, and her father brought her up like a boy, teaching her to ride horses, to use swords, and to shoot. This is second answer. Who was Sir Hugh Rose? Sir Hugh Rose was a British officer who was appointed in Jhansi to fight against Rani Lakshmi Bai. Sir Hugh Rose was an officer of the British government, led the army against Rani Lakshmi Bai. Okay. Would you call Rani of Jhansi a good leader? Why? Yes, of course. We will call Rani of Jhansi a good leader because she gave a tough fight to Britishers, and she was never afraid to be in front, fighting always like a brave soldier. What did Lakshmi Bai request her followers to do? Lakshmi Bai requested her followers to burn her body immediately so that British army should not even get her body. Why did British officer call Rani of Jhansi the best man on the side of enemy? Because answer begins from here. British officer called Rani of Jhansi the best man on the side of enemy because nothing stopped her from fighting. Even though when a spear pierced her body, when the bullet hit her left eye, and when the sword cut her right shoulders, she was fighting with all these wounds bravely. So, only they called her like that. Okay. Choose the correct answers from the option given below. As a girl, Lakshmi Bai was taught the things that a soldier should know, the things that a girl should know, the things that a good mother should know, the things that a soldier should know. First one. Gangadhar Rao asked British to make his wife ruler of Jhansi after his death, to make his adopted son the ruler of Jhansi after his death, to rule Jhansi directly from Delhi after his death. Second one को टिक करिए दोस्तों. To make his adopted son the ruler of Jhansi after his death. After Ganga Rao's death, British wanted to make Lakshmi Bai the ruler of Jhansi, to make Rana of Orcha the ruler of Jhansi, to take over Jhansi. The Rani's last battle was fought at Gwalior. The head of the British army called Lakshmi Bai the best man on the side of enemy. Yes, tick that. Okay, let's end our video here. Dosto, you might have got now regarding writing skill. Inspired by the story of Rani of Jhansi, write a letter to your friend telling him or her why you admire Rani of Jhansi and how she has inspired you. This remains for you to write, because now you have all learned how to write a letter. Your address, date, dear friend, and then begin that as I am having a lesson of Rani of Jhansi. I want to write to you a letter that I am very much motivated by Rani of Jhansi's lesson, and her acts have inspired me to a lot. Her acts have inspired me to become the bravest in the sense in studies also. I have been inspired by her in the way she fought against the British without even thinking of her life. We have to just fight against ourselves and study well and get a good result. Okay, you can add anything if you want. Next, test your grammar skill, page number 113. Fill in the appropriate prepositions in the sentences choosing from the options given in the bracket. Just now we will fill, and in the next video we will be discussing prepositions. The boy is sitting on the table to eat. के at the table क्या आएगा? The boy is sitting at the table. ऑन नहीं आएगा, टेबल के ऊपर कोई नहीं बैठता, टेबल के पास बैठते. द बॉय इज सिटिंग ऑन, इन नहीं आता, इनसाइड नहीं आता, ऑन आता, इसमें ऑन आता. टेबल के ऊपर बैठ सकते हो लेकिन खाना खाने के लिए टेबल के पास बैठना पड़े. द बॉय इज सिटिंग डैश द टेबल अबव द टेबल. द कैट इज सिटिंग डैश द बास्केट इनसाइड द बास्केट. The cat ran dash the box dash the room. The cat ran in the box to the room. Okay. So I'm ending my video. Till the next video, please do your homework.